Ayun, magandang gabi po sa lahat, no? Eto, puntahan natin tong topic na to. So, yung pagkakamali sa day 3, no, ng depensa ni Sarah. Biruin mo parang ang lumalabas kasi ginastify nila yung banta sa halip na itanggi yung akto mismo ng pag-death threat, 'di ba? Eto, punta na. While the day 3 of the Senate impeachment trial against Vice President Sara Duterte continues, a massive tactical disaster happened inside the courtroom dahil sa naging strategy ng kanyang sariling defense team. This is not just about a simple legal arguments collapsing, kundi yung buong foundation ng kanilang defense sablay. Nung pilitin nilang i-justify that the actual threat instead of denying its existence. Kasi because of the shocking courtroom move, no, the defense itself filled the gaps for the prosecution at sila ni mismo yung nagpatibay sa grave threats case against Sara Duterte. 'Di ba? Nabigong itanggi yung actus reus. Ibig sabihin nun guilty act o yung criminal na aksyon. Mga mandirigma, let's get straight, no? Let's get straight to the point. Dahil kung ano yung nangyari sa day 3 ng impeachment trial, talagang it is a massive lesson on how legal strategy can literally commit suicide inside the courtroom to destroy a grave threats complaint. Ang pinaka-basic obligation ng defense is to question the corpus delicti. Corpus delicti isang Latin term na literal na kahulugan ay yung body of the crime. Ito yung tumutukoy sa ebidensya na nagpapatunay na totoong may naganap na krimen. You must prove na hindi totoong binitawan yung mga salitang yun or the video is a deep fake or statement wasn't legally serious. But what did the defense counsel of Sara Duterte do? No? Sa gitna ng cross-examination ni Senior Agent John Calilong, they never questioned the authenticity of the video or they failed to question. At dito nagiging awkward yung sitwasyon eh. No? It's even more awkward than catching your spouse kissing someone else. Tapos ang naging unang linya mo ay, I hope you toothbrush You toothbrush before kissing. 'Di ba? Bakit ganun? It hurts, right? Sa trial litigation kasi, ang hindi mo pagtanggi sa isang akto means you are accepting it on the court record as an established fact. Because the camp of Sara Duterte made no objections. It immediately became an uncontroverted fact sa korte na binitawan nga ni Vice Presidente yung mga mapanganib na salitang yun. If you were the lawyer, gagawin nyo ba yun? Siyempre, ako, hindi ako abogado. Pero hindi ko gagawin. Kung ako abogado, hindi ko gagawin. Diba? Yung failure yung establishing mens rea. Mens rea, isang Latin term na naman, no? Na nangangahulugang guilty mind o criminal na intention. Kaso ang problema, yung defense team mismo ang nag-abot ng motibo. Ito mga mandirigma pakinggan nyo itong susunod na detalye dahil dito mas lalong nabaon yung defense in their own grave. Sablay talaga. Tungkulin ng prosecution, to prove mens rea or yung criminal and malicious intent of the accused under the revised penal code. It must be shown na ang banta ay sinasadya at may layuning manakot. But Defense Counsel Carlo Joaquin Narvasa even played the video clip na nagpapakita ng pag-iyak ni Chief of Staff Zulaika ng OVP, si Zulaika Lopez, habang nakadetain dun siya sa House of Representatives. Naalala nyo ba yun? Tahasan din nilang ipiniliwanag, no? Sino ba? Si Senator Risa. Pinaliwanag din ni Senator Risa Hontiveros, di ba? Yung that the threat of VP Sara Duterte stemmed from her intense anger. No? Kung ano yung nangyari kay Zulaika Lopez. Kasi 'di ba may kuro-kuro sabi, jowa ever daw. 'Di ba? Kaya medyo suspicious yung galawan eh. Mas kahina-hinala pa sa eksenang yung husband o yung asawa, no? suddenly gifting expensive jewelry sa misis niya. Kahit walang okasyon. Nanginginig-ginig pa yung kamay habang inaabot yung kahon eh. Putik, alam mo na agad eh, di ba? Anong ibig sabihin nito para sa kaso? By insisting that this was just a reaction to the systematic oppression, no, against Lopez, the defense itself handed the prosecution the most critical evidence. Yung motibo. Yung motibo kung bakit yun ginawa. Pinatunayan nila na ang banta was not a simple joke, not a slip of a tongue, but a calculated and emotional retaliation. Sinagot na nila yung mens rea for the prosecution. Diba? Kaya mga tropa pipsa, let's look at this part that is often overlooked by many but carries massive legal implication. Yung curing the defect. Kasi binigyan ng konsepto eh, at bigat yung banta eh. Diba? Ganun yung lumalabas eh. Upang maging mabisang batayan ng impeachment, no, yung pagdating dyan sa threat, a threat must not be dismissed as mere gossip or shallow hyperbole. It must carry a serious context at syempre, mataas na antas ng kapani-paniwalang panganib. In the defense effort to show that VP Sara was just reacting as a protective superior o nagmamalasakit na leader na yung para pamahalaan, no, yung mga kanya nasa ilalim na nasa matinding stress daw kunyari, naglatag sila ng detalyadong background story. At dito pumapasok yung malaking tanong eh. A bigger question than why your neighbor is still talking driving lessons kapag 3 beses na niyang nabundol yung sarili nilang gate gamit yung bisikleta. Patawa. No? Sa larangan ng batas, this is called curing the defect. If the prosecution had a shortcoming in showing the full story, the defense itself, no? Yung defense mismo yung nag-fill it ng parang the defense filled it up, ganun, itself. Sila na yung mismong parang inihandog, regalo, ganun. Because of their arguments, the threat look even more serious. Parang lumabas pa, mas konkreto talaga na talagang pananakot, talagang banta, and dangerous, no? Sa mata ng mga senador na hukom. Dahil binigyan na nila ito ng ng dalo yung kwento eh. 'Di ba? Ganun na yung datingan eh. Waving the direct at opening the gates para kay Zuleika Lopez. 'Di ba? Mga kaloys, yun yung sabi ng prosecution eh, nung day 3. Like a walk in the park because of the defense gift. Kasi patawa eh. Matapos yung mahabang pagtatanong ng depensa, no? Yung private si Attorney Ligutan, no? Tumayo siya eh. He stood up and formally announced na tinatalikuran na ng prosecution yung kanilang karapatan sa redirect examination. Kasi, jackpot na tayo dito, pwede na. No? Waiving the redirect examination is a massive tactical victory because it implies that the prosecution believes the defense did zero damage to their witness. Naging kampante sila. Dahil ang depensa na yung nagpatibay sa kaso nila. Parang ganun yung lumabas kasi. No? Hindi lang yan. Because the defense made Zuleika Lopez emotional situation the centerpiece. The centerpiece. No? Kaya agad na sinamantala ito ng prosecution to formally request their subpoena. Parang, what? Mukhang magkakaroon ng kaltukan ngayon. Hindi lang yan ha. Diba? Yung dito parang feeling ko mas lumalabas yung totoo eh. Yung totoong issue eh. Kasi the fact that when you open the refrigerator door at midnight, hindi pagkain yung hinahanap mo, kundi sagot sa problema mo sa buhay. Parang tinatawag itong opening the gates. Since the defense was the first to emphasize Lopez's name as the root of the threat, wala na silang legal na batayan upang tutulan ang pagpapatawag kay Zuleika Lopez. Kaya sigurado magkakaroon ng kaltukan. The Senate immediately approved the motion. And Zuleika Lopez is now obligated to testify next week. Kayo na umusga kung sinong kampo yung dehado ngayon. Pero si Zulaika Lopez, sa another topic natin, i-discuss natin kung bakit biglang pumunta si Zulaika Lopez doon sa Senado kanina. So for me, the turn of events nung day 3 is a massive warning for the Vice President's camp. There is no advantage in emotional reasoning inside the courtroom. When you mix drama with legal strategy, madalas ay isinusuko mo ang lohika ng batas. My reading on this, no? When the defense choose to justify the anger and the threat instead of proving that it never happened, they completely surrender the fight and solidify the prosecution's case. This is where the lawyers, no, yung skill ng kanilang mga lawyers will be tested in the coming days because as of now, the defense became the strongest witness against Inday Sara Duterte. Yun talaga yung lumabas doon. Kaya tagumpay tayo dito, panalo tayo. So, proceed na tayo doon sa ating susunod na topics. Salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay, no? Yung mga comment niyo po, babasahin po natin yan. So, comment down below kung meron kayong mga gustong iparating. So, hanggang sa muli. Bye for now. Ciao.